Hi, hello, hi. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Liz and I'm so happy to have you here with me today. So today we're just gonna do a cute little get ready with me. I have some random new stuff to talk about, but also a couple samples I want to try and just like random stuff that I've picked up and other stuff that I kind of want to use more. So yeah, I mean, we're just gonna get ready for the day and chat and talk about some stuff, talk about some makeup, talk about skincare, talk about a whole lot of stuff. So we'll start off, let's talk about skincare, because my skin has really been having a moment, you guys. I was using that Youth to the People Adaptogen Deep Moisture Cream. I'll put up like a little picture. Hello, this is what it is. It's a perfectly fine cream, except for whatever reason, my face ended up hating it. So it made my skin really congested, and then I started breaking out. So then I had to switch my whole skincare routine, and my skin is still like purging from it, and it's just, I've really been struggling with it, you guys. It's really been an ordeal, but I think we're kind of getting to a better side of it. Like, my forehead still is not doing great, but it's definitely getting better, thank the Lord, because it was really rough for a minute. But I got a couple new things in my skincare routine that I was excited about. So I got a couple things from Colourpop. I've never tried their skincare before, and I was just kind of thinking about ordering some stuff, and I was like, well, let's pick these up too. So I got their Remedy serum. This is a 10% niacinamide serum, and it also, I think, has hyaluronic acid and calendula, which is supposed to be like a soothing ingredient. So I've used a little bit of it. You can see some of it is gone. I've used this for 2 weeks maybe. I like it. I like it so far. I think it really has helped soothe my skin, because my skin has been very angry, and it's definitely helped a little bit. And then I got their turmeric face milk. That's what it looks like. You know, I have no idea what this is supposed to do. The box says stay golden. How cute is that? So my friend and I were talking about it, and I was like, do you know what the face milks are like for? And she was like, not really. She was like, I just see people use them. And I was like, yeah, me too. I don't get it. On the box it says just for like an extra hit of hydration, press into the skin, use as needed. So I've been using this in the morning. Like, in the morning I wash my face, do a calming toner, the niacinamide serum, or hyaluronic acid, just pure hyaluronic acid. I switch them back and forth, but more often than not lately I've been using the niacinamide serum. And then I'll do my Drunk Elephant Protein-y Polypeptide cream and an eye cream. And then I'll do this. And it honestly has added a little bit of hydration. This stuff is so interesting because I think it's supposed to blur your skin a little, because it has like shimmers in it. Can you see that? I don't know if you can tell on camera, but like it has this like gold shimmery to it. So I think it's supposed to blur your skin a little bit. I don't know. But anyway, this is already on my face. I like it. I don't know if it's doing anything. I genuinely have no idea. But anyway, so that's like two of the things I got from Colourpop. I got some more stuff, but we'll talk about that as we go. Well, actually, let's just talk about this one thing, because I don't think I'm going to use this today. But anyway, I got a Soul Body Shimmering Dry Oil. I got the shade Warm Gold. Isn't it stunning? Look at that. So pretty, right? I haven't used it yet, so I have no idea. Maybe I will use a little bit. We're going golfing, which for me means I drive the cart and Jake golfs, because I don't golf. But I don't know, it was really pretty, and I've really been wanting one of these, so I was like, might as well. Let's actually do some makeup now. I'm gonna start with some sunscreen, because we will be outside. So this is the First Aid Beauty Weightless Liquid Mineral Sunscreen with zinc oxide. It's an SPF 30. It is tinted. So I got this in, I think, the first Trend Mood box that I got. I think that was the one. But I actually really like this one. I struggle with sunscreens so bad because they're like heavy on the skin. Like a lot of them are so heavy feeling. This one really, you can definitely tell you have sunscreen on, but I find that I like this one a lot more than some of the others that I have, because I got that sampler of sunscreens from Sephora, the like Sephora Sun Favorites or whatever, and I've tried some of them and some of them are so bad, but this one is pretty good. I actually really kind of like it. So today we're going to use the Cover FX Gripping Primer. This I got like during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. It's like this gel, and when you rub it on your face, it kind of becomes sticky. Yeah, I really just haven't used this enough. I feel like every time I have used it, I've liked it, but it's really hard for me to not just like use my Tatchet ones because, well, especially now because I'm like never really doing my makeup. So when I do, it's hard for me not to just be like, oh, I'm just gonna use my Tatcha. So I'm just gonna let that dry for a second because it is like, as it dries down, it's when it really becomes tacky, but it's really just like a gel-like consistency at first. It's not like slippy like dimethicone, like silicone or anything like that. It's just like, it just feels like a gel, and then it dries down and it just has a little tackiness to it so that your makeup really sticks. For foundation today, I want to try this Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation. I've seen people say they love it. I've seen people say they hate it. I've seen people say it's just not enough coverage. So you know what? We're gonna find out. I think I'm gonna try to use this light medium, this light 10 one, and maybe we'll have to mix a little bit of like the medium shade in, but we'll see. I think we'll be okay. This is what the color looks like. There's more on the card as well, but the color actually doesn't look that bad. So let's see what happens when we blend it out a little. This is so weird, but it's like, you can't really like see it, but it's like balling up on my skin. I don't know if that's from like the primer and the sunscreen mixing together, but like, it was weird. It was only in a couple spots. First, I'm gonna put on a little of this Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless filter for Superstar Youth Glow, because I've been trying to figure out how to use this, and every single way that I've used it, I feel like I don't like it that much, but people rave about it. So I'm just trying to figure out how to use it in a way that I will like it, because I feel like every time I try to do it, like when I have foundation on, it lifts the foundation. Since this foundation is like a glorified skin tint, I feel like it melted into it really, really well. And now it looks pretty, of course. To get a little more coverage, I think I'm gonna go in to spots where I have like a little breakout going on, and I'm gonna cover it with my NARS Soft Matte Creamy Complete Concealer, whatever it is. Yeah, Soft Matte Complete Concealer. First of all, so I just got this. I've only used like a teeny bit of it, but this is, if you guys watched my declutter, you saw me finally throw away my original one, but I love this concealer so much. I used to be completely obsessed with it, and then like Sephora didn't have it for a while. It was really a whole thing. So I finally got another one, a new one. This is the shade Custard. I really like the texture of this concealer to like spot conceal because it is a little bit thicker. So I like to take it on a little brush like this and just go in and kind of blend it like this. And then I'll usually top it with a little foundation or a different concealer. Maybe I won't top this with anything else. We'll see how it blends in a little bit. So I usually will just tap it over with a sponge. You know, maybe we'll just go right in with concealer now, because I think that that looks pretty good. I don't mind lighter coverage on like the rest of my face, but the areas that I'm having like an issue, I need the coverage, you know. So I bought this one, so I have the shade Custard. I bought it so that it would kind of like match my skin tone a little bit more. So because I really like to use this for spot concealing, a lot of times I'll just, like I said, I'll go in with this right after I use my primer and then do foundation over it, because it just has like a really nice texture for that, because it is a little bit thicker, but it still like blends and has a very nice finish. Like, it's not really a matte finish. You can still see a lot of shine on my face. So I don't know, I just really love this concealer. But also I have one that I want to try out under my eyes. This is the new Kosas concealer. That's what the little bottle looks like. I'm sure you guys have seen it around the YouTube here. It's supposed to be super creamy and brightening, medium to full coverage that improves your complexion to reveal better skin. It has caffeine and pink algae to brighten, arnica and provitamin B5 to soothe, and peptides and hyaluronic acid to plump. I've heard some people really like this concealer. I'm gonna go in with Tone 01 because I do want to brighten under my eyes. But I've also heard people say that this like color tends to pull very yellow, so. Oh my god, it's a lot thicker than I thought it would be. Like a lot thicker. I like the way it blended out, that it was really easy. It kind of blended out a little bit lighter than I initially thought it was going to, but like, that's fine. I might do just a little bit more because it is medium to full coverage, so I'm just gonna build it up a little bit more under my eye because I do require quite a bit of coverage. I feel like my under eyes and surrounding areas are very bright now, but that's fine. You know, I'm not mad at it. I just don't know if I like love it. It's I think what's throwing me is it's very dewy. Okay, so for under eye powder, I have something different. Shock, I know. I bought this KVD Vegan Beauty Discovery Beauty, whatever it's called, Lock-It foundation, and I bought the shade Fair because I wanted it to be brightening. But anyway, I bought it because I've heard people in the past say that her powders are really good for, like, that mirror is wonky. Okay, that her powders are really good for under the eye. And you know, I shouldn't say her, it's not Kat Von D Beauty anymore. Their powders are really good for under the eye. I was one of those people that wouldn't buy stuff from KVD Vegan blah 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 when it was Kat Von D because I didn't really care for her and all of her nonsense. So now that she's not profiting off of them anymore, I figured if I wanted to try it, now's the time. So I finally bought one. I mean, Sephora and Kendo Cosmetics, or Kendo brands, who they like own Sephora and like all the Sephora affiliated brands, they came out and they said, like, we bought out Kat Von D, she's not profiting off of this anymore, like, she gets nothing from the brand. We bought her out entirely, and that's why they like rebranded with a new name. I kind of really like it. I've used it a couple times now under my eyes, and it is brightening and so smoothing. Like, I feel like my under eyes look so smooth when I use it. It does, that like fair color does almost have like a pink, like just a hint of pink to it, which is a little strange, but I don't feel that I notice it like when I do my makeup. Like, outside of like me first putting it on my under eyes, I don't notice it anymore. I'm just using the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder, and I'm just gonna like dust it all over my face. This isn't very exciting. Okay, so I'm also gonna do my eyebrows really quick because they are also very boring. So I've been back to my basics of using my ABH Brow Wiz and the Dip Brow Gel in the shade Auburn. So that's how I've been doing my eyebrows again, but I'm just gonna do them real quick. I'll be right back. I feel like I'm having one of those days where everything looks just like a little bit not how I want it to look. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like even my eyebrows, I was like, these look weird. I don't know if it's like doesn't, I don't know if it was like just a combination of everything or like, or what, but my skin is like not looking too cute at the moment. Okay, so for bronzer, I'm gonna use my little Hourglass. This is Diffused Bronze Light. So I got this little like Colourpop brush cup, and it came with these brushes in it. Well, it came with, I think it came with these brushes in it. I don't know. I bought 2 extra eye brushes, but yeah, this cup was $28 for this, and I think 5 brushes. 6 brushes. Yeah, 6 brushes, because I bought 2 on my own just separately, because all their brushes were $5, and then the brush cup was $28. So I just bought some new brushes because I was like, I've never tried Colourpop brushes. Now's the time. So I think I'm gonna use this little angle contoured brush, and that's what I'm gonna use for my bronzer today. We'll see how that goes. Okay, I did switch to my big brush just to like blend it, because it blends so much faster if I use my big brush as compared to the small one. But I liked the small one just for like building it up as like a contoury situation, and then just kind of blending it out with this big brush. And then let's get some blush going. So I'm gonna use my Natasha Denona Diamond in Blush palette, and I'm just gonna use this powder blush in the center. I like the color of this blush, but it also has such a like a nice sheen to it. You see that? Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna do a 2-step highlighting process because I'm just extra like that right now. So I'm gonna take this pretty like loose but smaller fluffy brush and my Jaclyn Cosmetics Mood Lighting Powder. I have the shade Carrots, and what I do is like, see how it like comes out in the top just like a little bit? So I just kind of pick some of that up on the end of my brush and I tap a bunch off, and then in the lid I kind of just like squish it onto my brush so that it's not gonna be overly intense when I do this, because sometimes, just because of the shade I have, like it's this goldy shade, sometimes if I get too much in my brush, it comes off on my face as being really gold, and that's not what I want. I just want like the glow. So I just really, really lightly buff that in. And then you have this really pretty, like you can tell it's like a golden glow, but sometimes if you get too much on the brush, it really, really is gold when you put it on your face, and I just don't really want that. I just want the glow. And then whatever's left on my brush, I kind of just sweep on the other parts of my face. We'll do like actual highlighting, you know, last. That's kind of how I like to do it. So I don't know what I'm gonna do exactly with my eyes today, but I do have one new item, and that would be this here Colourpop Super Shock Shadow. I have the shade Slave to Pink. Isn't that beautiful? So when I put in my Colourpop order, my friend was like, oh, I'm not gonna use my birthday coupon. Here you go. And the coupon was for a free Super Shock Shadow. And you guys know, I love a good Super Shock Shadow. So, and this one in particular has been in and out of my cart for literally a year. Are you kidding? That's so stunning. Literally an entire year. I've seen it and I've gone like back and forth on purchasing it because I'm like, oh, I don't really need a bright color like that. I don't really need that, whatever. But then when she was like, oh, you can use my coupon, I was like, bet, I'm getting that one. So this is going on my eye today and I just don't care. I think I might just do it on my whole lid, but we're gonna just build up kind of like a halo of color around my eye first. Oh, also, I got this color switch. So I got a FabFitFun box. Just look, one of my friends was just like, hey guys, I have these free FabFitFun boxes so you guys can try it. And I did, and I didn't get anything that good, but then I forgot to cancel it. And so then I got another FabFitFun box. But I'm actually very glad I got that one because I got some fun, like, good things. For example, this color switch that I've always kind of wanted but never bought one. But yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna use my Lunar Beauty Strawberry Dreams palette, and I'm gonna go in with the shade Cloudy, and this is just like the shade I'm going to use like in my crease just to get a little bit of color. I will say these Colourpop brushes are pretty good. They're really soft. I do need to wash them again though because they like, well, this one smells like this eyeshadow palette now, but they had a very plasticky smell when I first got them and they still kind of do. So I think I just need to wash them again, which like, that's not a deal breaker by any means. It's just like something to note. So I think we're just gonna go right in with my finger because that's kind of the easiest way to do these Super Shocks. Sometimes I'll take a little brush just to get the inner corner because that's honestly difficult. But otherwise, your finger is the best way to apply a Super Shock shadow. I love this. I love it so much. I love it with my whole entire heart. Oh my God. Okay, so I just take this really like skinny packing brush and I'll just kind of rub it in there. You can pick some, it's not hard to pick up, but the thing is it's just kind of easier to use your finger, especially if they start to like dry out a little. Okay, I think I'm just gonna blend out my corners with this bright pink shadow here. This is called Pink Flash. I'm actually gonna get a smaller brush. I'm gonna take this really small, skinny blending brush that I have and use that to blend this. So I like the shape of this brush because it's like long and skinny, but also fluffy. So I can kind of use it to get a little bit of a shape on the outside as well. And that's what I did just to pull it out a little more because I am going to do like a wing out because I'm going to keep the color concentrated on my top lid. I think I'm just going to do a little of this like light cloudy color just for definition under my eye, but we're really not gonna do any color under my eye. Okay, so I'm obsessed with this slaved pink, and I love that it kind of has like a purple blue reflect. So I think what I'm gonna do is use a little bit of this blue diamond shade and just see how it's like, I'm just gonna like tap it so lightly onto my lid just to give it a little bit of extra something. Okay, you guys, that looks so cool. That was a really good idea. Okay, so I will say, like, I did get a tiny bit of fallout, you can see on my face, from that blue diamond shade, just because, like, it is a rather crumbly shade, just because it is so, like, sparkly. I am just gonna take this little pencil brush that I got in my Colourpop set and go into that cloudy shade, like I said, just for a little shape. I feel like you can barely tell it's on my lower lash line, but honestly, that's okay. It's not a big deal. Okay, I'm gonna do my liner real quick. We'll just speed through it, but I'm gonna use the Doll Face, the fine line. I think you can only get this at like Rite Aid, but it's really a pretty good liner. Guys, I'm not great at eyeliner or anything. It's honestly kind of difficult for me, but I try really hard. They're not like 1000% even, but you know what? If you're looking that closely at my eyeliner, you should probably step away from me. It's a little dramatic, but it's true. Highlighter now we can do. I'm gonna use my Ofra x Samantha March. This is the Start Inspired highlighter, which if you don't watch Samantha March, you should consider it. She's pretty great. She's really funny, and she works so hard. She puts out so much YouTube content. I just am like, good for you, girl. But she doesn't just put out YouTube content. She like reviews books, and she is an author. She's written several books, and she has a podcast called Start Inspired, which I'm going to start listening to, I think, because I feel like there's, after so many times of like hearing her be like, listen to my podcast, I'm like, I really should. You're right. Yeah, I just really like her. I think that she's inspiring because she does work very hard, and she has a very cute dog named Aries, which has nothing to do with anything except for that it's a very cute dog. It's also just like a super beautiful bright highlighter. Like, it's a really good one, and I'm very glad that I purchased it. I don't know if this one's sold out. I know like her bronzer and stuff did. Everybody says the bronzer and the blush are really good too from her collection that she did with Ofra, but yeah, I really like this highlighter. I also just really like Ofra highlighters in general. I have some products from a brand that I had never really heard of until I randomly saw them on Twitter. The Twitter. So there's these two sister brands. It's like a makeup company and then like an accessory company. The makeup company is called Park Avenue Cosmetics. So I have 2 lip liners and a pair of eyelashes from Park Avenue. And then the accessory company is called Alicia James, and that's where actually my little necklace is from, and these super cute earrings. They're just hoops with little daisies on them, but I love them. Actually, this is the exact product that I saw on Twitter, and like they had a picture of it posted because I think they were doing a giveaway maybe. They were like, would you wear these earrings? And I was like, yes, I love them. How do I get them? And they were only like 12 bucks, I think. So I got this cute little necklace, and I got these little dangly earrings that have crystals in them. Oh, sorry, tornado warning, apparently. Not for an actual tornado, it's just the first Saturday of the month. Anyway, but yeah, it was all pretty reasonably priced. I think for all of this, literally all of this, 2 pairs of earrings, necklace, 2 lip liners, and eyelashes, I think I only spent like $54. So it's a good deal. I wore these lashes yesterday actually, and I did really like them. They're a lot like thicker and like fluffier than I thought they would be, but they have a really beautiful curl to them. So I think we might wear them today as well. But I might want something a little bit more flared out at the end. We'll see. The shades, Elliot and Misty. So this is Elliot. It's very much like a mid-tone beigey nude color. And then this is the shade Misty. It's a lot of more of a warm tone, which will be beautiful for fall. I think we're gonna use Elliot today. That was a lot. They're very creamy and they almost don't go on like as densely colored as I would have thought, but not bad. The color of it honestly reminds me of a slightly more brown Colourpop BFF. The color is very similar. I think I'm gonna use, I don't know why, this is just the first one I picked up and I was like, no, I like that. I think I'm gonna use this tiny, this is from Kylie Cosmetics birthday collection like 2 years ago, but I have these minis and I really like them. And this shade in particular, I really like, but I kind of forgot and haven't used it in a while. This is the color Birthday Suit. This is one of her velvet liquid lips. Yeah, that's a swatch of just the lip color. Do I love it? It's very, very brown. I mixed in a teeny bit of this birthday shade as well. This one's called LA and it's a very, very peachy color. I think I like it a little bit more. It's just like a very, very nude. It's like, I think it's like tripping me out because it's a little bit maybe too close to my skin tone, and I think that's kind of freaking me out. But I don't know. Let me put lashes on and we'll see how I feel. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. We got lashes on. I changed my lip. I feel like you can't even hardly tell because it's still like very neutral. I used my Patrick Ta liner. I have the shade, I have this shade She's Humble, and then I used my little Bite lipstick. I have the shade Cocoa Bite. I bought like a little pack of these mini Bite lipsticks when Bite was reformulating to be vegan, and I really like them. I just need to remember to use them more. But yeah, so then I put lashes on. I didn't put on my Park Avenue ones. By the way, I have the style Anaya. I really, really like them, but they're a little bit more rounded. I wanted ones that kind of flipped at the end. So I used my Ardell Double Up 113s because I love them so much. Yeah, what do you guys think? I really like my eyes. I love the like pink blue shift color on top situation. I really, really like that. My face makeup is just kind of only okay. I will say, like, on my whole face, my under eyes honestly look the best. So maybe that Kosas concealer is like really onto something, but the way my skin looks, I just don't know. I don't know if it was like the primer that made it look funny, or that with the sunscreen, or like truly what it was, but like I just kind of don't love how my skin looks at the moment. Let me know what you think about any of these products I tried out, if you like them, especially the like the foundation. If you've tried that Pat McGrath foundation and you like it, like let me know. Some of these other products, like, also I still can't figure out really how to use this in a way that I like it. I think I just need to keep pushing, because today was actually the best luck that I've had with it. It actually worked really well with that foundation, so I don't know, guys. But yeah, I think everything else I liked. Everything else I used is actually stuff that I've been using. I just need, some of it I need to remember to use more and to get more use out of. So yeah, anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below. Again, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it like more than I could even tell you. So yeah, I hope you guys are having a great night, a great day, a great whatever you're doing, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.